Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Monday, February 6th. These are the charts for the day. We've had an interesting day today in Wall Street. I felt like the market came down and held its own on support. We'll see if there's any ability for the market to rally tomorrow, particularly with Jerome Powell speaking. We'll see. But there's some stocks to talk about, and AI is one of them. This is a stock that's tripled in 6 weeks, from 10 to basically 31. And today's volume of 107 million is insanity, but and it's extended, and I wouldn't be necessarily chasing it. There may be some additional momentum. They could take it into the low 30s. I'd be awful careful about a reversal pattern that takes us down back in the low to mid 20s at least. BBAI, well, after spiking up and pulling back up, doing about a 0.375 fib retracement, then it went sideways for a week and then took off from the $1.70 range or so. This has gone up to $6.77. So we're looking at a 4- or 5-fold increase, and I mean it very quickly as well, and not far from resistance. If it does extend, your next target is 8. I wouldn't be overly greedy up there because this stock was just trading at 55 cents, 58 cents anyway, not a month ago. Be very careful. BOIL, well, with the 70 million shares that traded today, which is the biggest volume ever on an up day, ever, there's a possibility we've seen the low on BOIL. I wouldn't bet the farm on it yet until I see a follow through. But there is a chance that we may see the stock in a 7.5, 9.5, and even 10.5, 3/4 range in the next week or two. Depends on whether the nat gas continues or not, and we'll find out. BYSI popped out of a coil, or at least it looks like it did. The volume picked up to 638,000. This is a thin stock, but you can see that beyond spring coming out of a wedge pattern or a coil, and now it looks like it's trending towards the 3 3/4, 4 range. Secondary target 6. Support 220.22. Etnb, I love this chart. Whoa, look at the multiple pop, coil, pop, wedge, pop, falling wedge, pop, lateral wedge, and then a flag. The target now at 18 and 22. HROW, a top 20 pick for the year, and then doing wonderfully. Has gone now from the low around Thanksgiving when it was at 10. To today's high over 19, but more importantly, the angle of ascent is indicating this is not done yet, although I'd love to see it rest and consolidate, eventually mid-20s target. ICPT up against some key overhead long-term resistance here, but a wonderful run up, and today popped 163 or about 8.5%. Volume picked up to 1.2 million, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for intercept, that's a big volume, and you can see that it's gone from the December lows ranging in the $11 range and almost doubling here. If we can get to this level, you might see it really take off. Omer, big day for that one as it exploded from 318 to 516 and finished 485 up 176, a 57% gain. Volume was a hefty 30 million shares, the biggest volume I've ever seen in a stock. So now looking for a follow through to retest the 5.5, 6 zone, and eventually a retest of that 7.5 area. Big, huge day for SKYX, 93 million shares, a run from 179 to 503, finishing 336, up 168 or 100% exactly. With volume of 93 million shares and a spike up like that, this reverse split stock has some potential more upside, and my target 7 if it does run or a double from here. SKYX, V bottom, explodes through the moving averages, they cross over, and a coil. Today that coil broke out. What you want to watch going forward is 435. Today's high of 397, like getting close to it. Secondary target, if it breaks to 435, would be 5.5. SNAP, well, Snap has formed me a beautiful base after a big drop. Excuse me. Some of you remember back in the end of 18, the stock was under 5, and from 5 it went to 83. But in the last year and a half, it's dropped from 83 down to 7. Now this V bottom was tested here. And a little mini 5-wave decline. But look at this move from the December low at 805 to today's high at 1244, closing at 34. This is a strong potential pattern. The long-term declining top line may have been taken out today, but we have a little bit of a double top resistance at around 12 3/4 to 1290. You get to that, you're looking at 15.5, 16. SOUN, 2 days in a row, and today with big volume of 106 million shares, exploded from 298 to 522, finished 455 up 173, A 61% gain, as I said, 106 million shares. Although there's resistance right here. My guess is this momentum could take this one to as high as 8.75. Veri, a tech trader swing, popped out 2 days ago, pulled back, and today reversed and had a big bullish engulfing reversal. Huge volume for this stock, 4.7 million shares. The next target is going to be somewhere in the 13.5 to 14 zone, and the intermediate target is going to be closer to 19.20. And finally, VRNA, another top 20 pick for the year, continues to press, although today's bounce was small. It's still within a bullish flag, and the target is 32. Folks, that's it for tonight. A look at some of the hot stocks at thetechtrader.com.